Hey everyone, it's Sophie here. Welcome back to the channel. I just thought I would go through maybe just a slightly different video and talk about what men's jeans sell online. So obviously, like, the list is totally exhaustive. You may have other suggestions as well, but basically what I've done is I've picked my top 5 that work really well for me. So without further ado, let's get into the first pair. So my first pair are obviously Levi's. Levi's are probably the most popular, they're the most notable. I'm going to pop up some little comps on the screen over here as well. And there's lots of different things to look out for with Levi's. You know, you need to look whether it's a premium pair or if it's a 1 in 100 pair, like the picture I'm going to show up. I've got a pair of the 1 in 100s, and apparently, so I've heard, I don't know how true this is, but basically every 1 in 10 pair of Levi's get made like this, with the red tab on the back with just an R on. I've heard it's because it's when they change the thread over, they just leave one as an R for every 10 pairs. But again, I don't know how true that is. That's probably something you have to take up with Levi's. Unfortunately as well, Levi's are a pair of jeans that do get faked quite a lot. So you do need to know little things to look out for. For example, quite often on the inside of the button, there'll be numbers that come round the button. If there's no numbers there, it could be a marker that they're not 100% legit. If you've got a pair with a big E on, they're more of a premium pair. The little E by itself isn't really enough to tell whether they're not legit or not, but there's lots of little things for you to look out for with Levi's, because it's one of the most popular pairs. It is one that does get faked quite a lot. Now my next pair is Wrangler. Now Wrangler goes pretty well for me. It does have a slightly lower price point than the Levi's, but you can still do pretty well out of them, as you can see from like the comps there. If you get them cheap enough, you can do pretty well out of them. They give kind of like a USA cowboy kind of vibe, but definitely for men's jeans, it is one of my more favoured pairs to pick up. The next one is Lee. Now Lee, I always find, again, another good pair to pick up. You get that whole like 90s vintage vibe with them. They quite often are pretty old as well, but not to be confused with Lee Cooper. Don't confuse it with Lee Cooper, just the brand Lee on its own is what you want. As you can see from the comps, the ones that are Lee Cooper go for a hell of a lot less money than Lee themselves. So again, if you can pick these up for £5 max, you're still looking at kind of 20 odd, quid return on those. So yeah, again, Lee, good one for me. Edwin is the next one. Edwin is basically like it's a Japanese company that kind of blends in European contemporary. The RRP of these jeans can, like, I think the most highest ones I've seen are about £225. So to buy them new, you're looking at quite a lot of money really, which is why they resell for pretty good money. You can easily get 50 to 60 quid for a pair of Edwins, especially if it's the ED55. The ED55 seems to be the most popular. They always have a nice selvage line in them as well. They're just a really good quality, nice feel, nice look about them, nice vibe, and they always have a really nice selvage line on the inside as well. If you don't know what the selvage line is, when you turn up a pair of bottom of the jeans, you'll see like a strip of fabric that's sewn in there. That's a selvage line, and it just gives it just a stronger quality really. I tend to find them quite difficult to come by in the charity shops. When I have found them, they have been priced at £10. I mean, for ED55s, if they're in really good nick, £10 will probably be okay. But the ones that I found either haven't been ED55s or have been pretty wrecked at the bottom. They still want 10 to 15 quid for them. But definitely the ED55 is the one you want to look out for. And my last one, again, obviously, like I say, this list is not exhaustive. This is just the top 5 brands that I do well with men's jeans, and ones that sell online for me is Diesel. Now, women's diesels for me, they don't sell that well. The men's, however, seem to go really well for me. I listed a pair today and they've gone today as well. That was the Diesel Buster pair. They've got quite a 90s vibe. I mean, I remember going back, like when I was a kid, I can remember Diesel was like what everyone wanted. You know, everyone wanted a Diesel shirt or a Diesel jeans or Diesel trainers. Like it really did have some time in the sun. It's not quite as popular now, but the men's jeans definitely go well. They are really popular with men. Even my dad has bought Diesel jeans off me as well. So they are just really popular. Again, they've got that 90s vibe, and I quite often find them a little bit underpriced in the charity shops. This is one that they do slip up on a little bit. I've easily picked up Diesel jeans between £4 and £6. I wouldn't pay any more than £6 for them. But yeah, I do find it is one that they do slip up with slightly. So I hope that's been helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will catch you all in the next video. See you soon.